Hi guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. How are you guys? Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a wonderful day. My day has like disappeared on me. Oh my goodness, I've been assembling product like crazy for my next craft show because as soon as Tuesday gets here, I am just busy the whole time because I'm in charge of this one. So I needed to have a bunch of product already made so that I don't have to worry about it when I come home each night. Anyways, hey, how are you guys? We're gonna make a porch leaner. See this thing? It's a porch leaner. It's big too. I'll show you how tall it is. It's actually 5 feet tall. This is a board that I got from Hobby Lobby. It actually on the other side says welcome, and this side said happy fall or something like that. It had a fall saying on it. I painted over that, so I did the blue. We're going to do a little bit of dry brushing to kind of make it look more rustic, yeah. And like snowish type background. So right now it's just solid blue, but I needed to get that on there because it's too much to paint in front of you guys. So there's a snowman right here. It's hard to see the whole thing. Let me see if I can go in. I think that might be all that I can do. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now you can see everything. You see everything. So oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a long board. It says, baby, it's cold outside. And we're going to put a bow in the center. We're going to use our buffalo plaid. And then this is it's kind of a plaid, a black and white plaid. It's not buffalo. It's different. It's different. So we're going to do that. And then I have somewhere, there's a bell, cute little bell. So, you know what? It doesn't even jingle. That's so weird. Have you ever, maybe I did it too tight. Maybe the jingle thing is too tight. I tied it really tight so that, I could tie it on there. Oh, I bet that's what's going on. I probably tied it way too tight. Maybe there isn't a jingle thing in there. I don't know. Anyways, I have this cute little bow that's going to go on there also. So we're going to paint the snowman. We're going to paint the baby it's cold. There's a lot of painting to do actually, but they're big pieces. They'll paint up really quickly. They're basically, okay, so blue and then white for the words and the snowflakes. And then I'm going to put over the snowflakes, I'm going to use, I want to say Kodiak. It's glacier. I'm going to put glacier over the snowflakes, and then hat is black. The hat band is and it slid down. It's covering his eyeballs. So the hat band is red and white striped. The scarf is red. Nose is orange. So I have for the nose, I have spiced pumpkin, and for the red, let's see what I choose. Just grab one. Country red. Okay, so basic colors. The heart is red. That's it guys. So the blue that I used, it was what I had on the shelf. So when we used to paint ornaments and do wholesale and paint like thousands and thousands of ornaments, we had big bottles like this. So this is old. This is probably 10 20 years old. This is true blue. So true blue, and we're going to make it look more snowy. Okay, so let me take these away. We don't need these yet. I'm going to put those down on the floor for un momento, out of the way, so that I have more room up here. Let me see who's here. Just say hello if you're watching. You'll know that you're live if you see the red live button. I have fingerprints all over my glasses. I have no idea what happened there. It's like a 2-year-old got a hold of them. Oh, yeah. And I don't have a 2-year-old, so it must have been me. I don't know. Or the puppies licked them. I don't even know. Who knows? Who knows? But much better. Do you ever do that? Look through your glasses and go, how am I even seeing through these? Because there's fingerprints all over, like somebody painted on it. All right, let me see who's here. And we will get started. I'm going to share over to VIP. Let me just go there, make sure that I'm live. And let me just share this to VIP group. If you're not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle. And that just means sharing the video to your page or to somebody else that you think might love it. and might enjoy crafting. So I just shared to my VIP group, and there we go. Okay, perfect. Let me see who's here. So, hi Tina, how are you? Thanks for sprinkling. Hi Julie. Hi Tony. Hi Mary Lee. Hi Melissa. Hi Karen Ross. Thanks for sprinkling, Julie. Hi Debbie. I will see you soon. Yes, son. Are you coming Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday or Tuesday? Tuesday or Wednesday? Sorry. I'm a dork. I know. I know. I love it though. Can't wait to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Hi, Bridget. Hi, Mary. Can we purchase this or buy the SVG? You cannot buy the SVG because I didn't create it. So you would have to purchase it from the owner. You'd have to be a member of their club. You'll be able to purchase the wood cutouts. Yes, you'll be able to purchase those from me. So, so what I want to do is show you what it looks like on this size. It's actually made for a 4-foot. I stretched it out. Okay, so it's made to be shorter. But I got this from Hobby Lobby on clearance. I'm going to show you. It's a $10 board, even on clearance, because I got it at 75% off. The walk-in boards nowadays are $40 at Hobby Lobby. Why? I just don't know. I don't know why. Anyways, I know it's huge. It is huge. So it's 5 feet long. And we're just going to probably paint just like this right here. I think it will be better than putting you down. I think you can see everything. Is it going to work like that for you guys? I think it will. I can put you with the overhead camera if we need to. You guys just let me know. So, hi, Marcia. Hi, Maria. Hi, Darlene Hunger. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I can't wait. Okay, Debbie. Yeah, just let me know. Oh, Doris, you're making glass pumpkins. Yay. That's awesome. That's so cool. I need to go do that one of these years. I need to. Hi, Karen West. Cynthia, thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys, let's get started. All right. So I am going to just make sure that I click back to a previous video. Don't want to do that. I want to make sure I'm on this video so I can look over. I don't know what I did. There we go. Okay. I like to be able to look at my phone and say, yes, I'm still alive. Okay. All right, so what we have to do is grab our board and let's take some of these pieces off. We'll paint some on a smaller board. Let's grab all the small stuff and put it on the smaller board. So let's do all of our words and maybe all of the snowflakes. Okay, so it might work this way. Or should I put you down to the table? You don't want to see me. Oh my goodness. So these are going to be white. Baby, it's cold outside. All of my snowflakes, I don't know that they're going to go back in the same place. I don't have a spot on here. I am going to use regular glue and some hot glue. I did put new tape on my other board. I didn't put on this one because I just ran out of time. I did. So get all of my white stuff. Anything that's white is going on this board to make it easy. Easy peasy. Okay, so there's that. So we have this board. Let's just go ahead and new transfer that says it's warm. I was not supposed to. Yes, exactly. And then, oh yeah, absolutely. It's warm outside. And then have cactuses or something. That would be funny. All right, I think I need to put you down to the table so you can actually see. Let me do that. Okay, so here, and let me just scooch this up just a little bit. Ooh. I don't want it to fall over. Okay, let's paint this first, and then we will do the other part. I think that's what we need to do. So, words, and this is all going to be white, and then we do need to do our dry brushing on the board. So I'm just going to get a big thing to put white in. All right, so let me do this. Put some right there, and then we're going to also put some of the glacier on it. Why do I want to call it Kodiak, guys? Why do I want to call that Kodiak? Okay, our snowman itself is going to go on the other board. We might have to do these, like, I don't think I have another board. I would have to put tape on another board. So this is going to be white. I'm going to try not to get my paint on the edges. I'm going to try, but you know. You know that I am messy. I am a messy girl, and I try really hard not to be that way. But things are sprinkling. It had to be. Oh, and you're cold. Oh, okay. See, I actually had to turn on the air conditioner just a little while ago because it was hot in this part of the house. So back in the shop area, it was cooler. In this area, it was hot. So it's not equal in my house. It depends. And it's just because the shop is at the back of the house. And so sometimes it gets hotter back there. There's like a fly. Go away, fly. I don't know why flies like paint. I don't know. They love chalk paste. So not necessarily the shimmer. So they love the other chalk paste. They love regular chalk paste. Have you ever noticed that? I don't get it. I don't get it. So when I've done outside events and I've had my chalk paste open, flies are attracted to it. It must just smell really yummy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. So some things on the snowman would look good with glacier. Um, Yes, yes. Some of the things would. I'm not going to though. I'm not going to this time. I'm going to just do glacier. I'm just going to put on the snowflakes, um, just just because. So I don't know why. I just wanted there to be a big difference. I'm going to ink the edges on the snowman is what I'll do. I'll ink the edges on the snowman. I have to do cheekies. Oh, I don't think I have anything for cheeks. We're gonna punt. We're gonna punt on that because I don't think I have a great big thing for cheeks here. So yeah, I need to have a great big round thing for the cheeks. I might have to go in the other room. Okay, so white is just a boring color, guys. White is such a boring color. Oh my goodness. All right. Anyone do anything exciting today? What's going on in your world today? Who had craft shows? I know Carol had a craft show today. I saw her stuff. It looked great. Hopefully she's doing well. I chose not to have a craft show this weekend because it's too hard getting ready. I have to go put signs out. I got my signs already out of my shed and ready to go for tomorrow. I will leave my house probably early. I have to look and see when sunrise is because I don't want to be out there in the dark. However, I like to be out there before there's traffic. So that usually means that I leave here like 5:45 and get down in the Chula Vista area right about 6 o'clock or 6:15 and get my signs all put out. And I can't do it today because the signs actually say Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I don't want people to get confused and go to the church today and think the craft show's today. So we'll have to always wait to put them out until Sunday. So I have about 30 signs to put out. I have extras that we had made up. So about 30 signs that I get to put out. I have to walk and put at each corner usually on the main streets close to where the church is. And the church also, they had put on their marquee, which is awesome. I love that. I love when the church gets behind us and supports us on things like that. Uh-oh. The puppies are fighting. Okay, so first coat on that. It's looking good. I actually am not sure what I'm going to do. I think I should go ahead and put the second coat on here. And then on the snowflakes, I'm just going to put glacier right away. And then we can move this board out of the way so that we're just done with all of this. Okay. And I have a blank board down here. I could put some tape on it really quick if I needed to. We'll see what will fit on the other big board because that snowman is big. I'm thinking we're going to have to do two things. And I probably should have base coated it. But guys, I've been assembling stuff. Remember the cute little reindeer that we made yesterday? The cute little reindeer sitters, the boy and the girl. I made, I made 24 sets of those. Or 24. Oh, I made 24. So 12 of each. And then I had the one from yesterday that we had made. So I actually have 13 boys and 13 girls of those little reindeer sitters to go to my craft show. But they all take time. It takes a long time, guys. And I get easily distracted. Anyone else get easily distracted? Okay, I'm going to look and see what comments are. Sorry. I asked you a question and then I didn't look. So, hi, Carol. How was your craft show? Hope it went well. Cynthia, thank you. I will be posting this. I just wanted to take a picture and all that. I ran out of time because I was assembling all of those little cuties. I've been making gnomes and I've been making ornaments. I made elf, remember the elf ornaments we made a while ago? Made some of those. And these are all things that my granddaughter has base coated for me, which helps me immensely. So I just have to go in and do all the details, the tiny details, and ink them and then glue together. But I tell you what, I tell you what, all those reindeer, all the layers, it was a lot to glue together. Oh my goodness. So each reindeer has four layers to it. So gluing all those together took a long time. Okay, so let's get the glacier. Glacier? Oh, yes, glacier. Why, oh, why, oh, why? Why, oh, why do I want to just call it Kodiak? Get the glacier on the snowflakes. Okay, so I think it's going to be super cute. I love glacier. I think it's pretty, but it's see-through. So it is not a solid color. It is a see-through sheer color. So you need to have something underneath of it, and it just kind of gives it a little bit of color. Okay, so it's not going to be solid, if you know what I mean. It's just going to kind of give it a wash, and I love it. Just kind of gives it a bluish tint is what it's doing. So anyways, hubby's still gone. Puppies are still missing him. Oh my goodness. They just don't know what to do. And most of the day they sit by the front door waiting for him to come home as if he's coming home from work. Yeah, they just sit there. They're like, I just want dad to come home. They love him so much. They're so lost without him. But he's having a good time out in the desert. He needed a break. So he needs a break from life and from me and from the dogs and from the clutter. Oh my gosh, guys, who has more craft clutter than me? I don't know. Probably not too many of you. I have craft stuff all over staged, and I've got to get it cleaned up before he comes home tomorrow. So I have all my stuff I need to tag. I'm having a tagging party. Who's coming? No, I have about 60 items that I've assembled over the last 2 days that need tagged, and it goes really quickly. It really actually does. I have my tags already pre-made. I print them, and then I cut them with the laser and perforate them so they tear easily. Okay, look at that. Aren't those pretty? They are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And there was a lot of people this morning. Afternoon was not good. Made a few sales, but kind of disappointing. Aw, I'm sorry. It is hard. It's hard for sure. You kind of have to build up your clientele. It takes a little while. I totally understand because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do as well at the preschool as I hoped. I actually was on the lower side. I'm doing everybody's tags and getting everything done, and I was on probably the low 25 percentile, if that makes sense. I was if you were to rank everybody, I was in the bottom 25% of sales at the preschool. And it just is that way. Sometimes your people just don't show up. I say that all the time. You know, there's one person that generally does not do well at that show, and she did like 5 or 6 times the normal. And I was like, her people showed up to buy, and it was just crazy. That's all I can say is that, you know, the people that liked the stuff that she was selling were at the show. You know, it's just, you never know what you're going to sell. It can be disappointing. I'm not disappointed that I didn't do as well. I just was a little bit surprised. It happens. It happens to everybody. No one is immune to it. I just stuck my finger in that, and it's still wet. It is still wet. No one is immune to having a craft show that just doesn't go the way they'd like it to. Sorry, I thought it was on low. I was trying to switch it to high, and that didn't work. You did your nativity using Nominate for the base. Oh, nice, nice. Do some of the area on the cradle on Marion. Oh, that will be pretty. That will be, I need to do another one for sure. So my nativity was the first thing that sold at my last craft show that I did in Alpine. I didn't charge as much as I should have, and And here's the thing. I did it based on the fact that I could make more of them, not on the price of what I paid for the nativity. I just thought that the price that I charged was a fair price and it flew out the door. I probably could have charged a lot more. Okay, we're done with that. Let's go to the next part. So I'm going to take this. I still need to do some dry brushing on the snowman. I mean on the board. Okay, so let's move this over. Let's see if I can get this down here without knocking anything. Okay. I'm going to stand up and grab pieces. We'll see what will fit on here. We might have to do some and then do the rest. Okay, so let me get a paper towel for my brushes, which I haven't done yet. Always need a paper towel to put brushes on, and I just don't even have a spot. I'm just like, guys, I need some intervention here. I need some intervention. Hi Pam, how are you? We are doing a snowman. So you can barely see his face. I'm going to bring pieces of him over. And what I might do is just pull all these extra pieces off and we'll put them on that other board that we just used. Okay, let's just see how this all pans out. So this is in 3 pieces. Our snowman is in 3 pieces. And then we have all these other little pieces. Okay. Here's the bottom piece. Okay, so all of the snowmen will fit on here. Let's see what else we can fit on here. So we have, I got the hiccups now. Here's our scarf and our heart. They're red. Okay, so let's at least do those. What else can we fit in here? So I have to do black at the top and then white down here. Let's do all the mouth pieces. Maybe we can get those fit in here somewhere. We can get quite a bit on here. We're going to be able to get a lot on here. Did I miss it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Perfect. I thought I lost something. What did I charge for the nativity? Not enough. I charged $50 for my nativity. I should have charged so much more. But I charged that based on the fact that I could make another one. Like I'm going to do a sign. I'm going to do a sign. I don't know. I should have probably charged a lot more than that, guys. I should have. So I might have to go around to the other side to do dry brushing on the thing. Okay, let's try to get all our pieces on here. I think I can do this. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Let's try this. Let's try to get all of our little pieces on this board. Okay, let me just scooch it up. I'm going to go around. I need to do dry brushing on the other thing. So let's do this. That's white. Perfect. But I need to dry brush. Okay. So I think that what I'll do is I'll put you back up to the project, the whole thing. Okay. So there we go. Was I already on that? Did I ever have it down to, did I ever have it down to this? Or were you always looking at me? I don't even know. All right. I'm confused how I did. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to come around here and let's do the dry brushing because I can't reach it from there. I have a paper towel and I have my brush. And so I'm going to come around to the front and do that. Yes, it was down. Okay. I kind of look confused there, guys. I thought, ooh, did I not do that? Okay, so I'm going to go around to the front and let's do some dry brushing. I'm not really wanting to be like right in your face here, but I have to. Sorry. I don't have a big area, you know, how a lot of people have a big area. So here I am. I can see myself. Hi, guys. Okay, so my back is going to be to you a little bit. I'm going to take some of my paint here and I'm going to tap, and then I'm going to tap this brush onto the paper towel and get most of this off. And then we're going to do some dry brushing. Let me go over on this other side. Okay, so maybe I should do it like this. Maybe I can go like that. Okay, so I'm going to brush off the majority of this onto my paper towel. Okay, and then I want to go up. I think I want to go kind of up and down and diagonal a little bit. I'm not going to go, I don't think I want to go across. I think I just want to get just a little bit on here and more on the edges, okay? So I'm going to definitely do all the edges. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? I think maybe going up and down is the best. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Okay, and if I have too much on there, then my snowman's not going to stand out. But, so I don't want too much. And I want my words to stand out. So I'm just trying to quickly just take some swipes at it. So, and on my edges, I definitely want my edges to have a lot on the edges. Okay, so let me do the edge. And then I think I'll move this. Okay, so I am just quickly doing some swipes. Okay, and I may have to come back around to this side to do like the layout. Okay, so there we go. I think that's fine. I also want to ink the edges though. So let's ink the edges after. We'll do the inking after. Okay, so let me just move this down to the ground for right now. Okay, so I'm just going to go right there. And then we can have more room for the other stuff. Okay, and I need to try to find something for the cheekies. Okay, so I just needed room to do that. I wish I had a great big shop, but I'm not moving. I'm not moving. And my shop in there, where I have my lasers, there's no room to do this stuff. There just isn't. Okay, so here we go. There we go again. Okay, so let's just start at the top. Let's do our carrot nose, and then we'll do the black, and this is black, and the coal's black. This is white. We'll do the red stripes. These are black. Okay, so we'll just kind of work around and do all of our colors. Okay, so the first is our spiced pumpkin. I know. It's not on our Shopify. No, it's not on there yet. So, it is not on there yet because I wanted to take a picture. I always try to take a picture first because it kind of just gets lost in there. And then sometimes I don't go back and get put the picture on there. So there's quite a few that there's not a painted picture. Okay, that is Spiced Pumpkin. Gonna set that paintbrush to the side. Now I'm going to do the hat. We have a lot of black to do. So I think I'll just stand up, and I'm not putting myself in the corner. There's just too much going on, guys. Too much. Okay, so the hat is all black, and also this is black. This is the hat band right here. We have lots of white going on too. So like I said, I could have base coated this, but that, it would not be as much fun. And I had no time to do that. So therefore we're painting it together. Okay, so there's our black. Usually we only have to do one coat of black. All right, let me get these guys. This is our other part of our hat. This part of it, the brim, I guess that's a brim. So we will be inking edges on these. We will. Okay. And we may be inking them in white, maybe. If I have my white in here, I don't know if I do. Okay, and then these are all black. We'll need to do white, and we have a red heart, we have red stripes, we have a red scarf, so we have white and red left. Okay, so there's our black. Okay, so let me just do this. Let me grab my white, and we can do all of our white. These are white also. This is red and red. Oh yeah, so just keep stuff in your basket for right now. I'll add this when I'm done here. I can add it, and I do have some others cut out, so I can take a picture. I forgot to take a picture of just the wood pieces. You guys, it's so much. I'm really just trying so hard to stay focused on assembling because my granddaughter, Stubby's barking at them because they have a bone, and they probably took his bone. Hey, Tub. Tub. Come here, Tub. Sometimes he'll come running. Sometimes that just stops the behavior. So I had 3 different types of bones left, and so now they're just fighting over which one do they like best. They're different types. They're not, one's a bully stick. There's a couple others that are just different ones that are made with vegetables. That's pressed with vegetables. So they are fighting over who gets what bone. There actually was 4 bones. So one of them, there was 2 of it. So I can't just put out 3 bones because Marley, that little twerp, she's tiny but mighty. She grabs 2 bones at a time. She goes around like she has a cigar sticking out of both sides of her mouth. She's so funny. She's hilarious. She makes me laugh all the time. She's just this tiny, tiny little dog, and yet she is like the boss. She thinks she's the boss. She thinks she's the boss. Stubby's definitely not the boss. Even though he's been here the longest, he is not the boss, for sure. For sure. Okay, let me add a little bit more white. Don't have quite enough. And I will need 2 coats, but I'll probably dry in between. I'll get a coat on the red. Sometimes red takes 2 coats also. Red's kind of one of those colors that's transparent. You know, it's hard to get a good red. I think that country red's a good red. Cherry red was not. My paint that I got, cherry red was not a good solid red. All right, so let me just get this. You guys. There's so much white. I'm loving this though. Oh, and I got this fly. It keeps flying in my face. Do I smell good, fly, or what? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Okay. Let's do the red next. Red. And you know what? I said let's do the red next, but this is drying really fast. I have my air conditioner on because it was super hot in this room, and so it's drying it really quickly, which is good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Dogs are so funny. They're so, you know, they want what each other has all the time. They will, they'll drop their bone to grab the other person's bone, and then that person grabs their bone, and then it just keeps going in a circle where all of a sudden they all have a different bone than they originally had, because they have to have what their neighbor has. So the grass is always greener. The bone is always better on the other side. It just is. So it's so funny. Let's see, I got the corner of that. Okay, so red for the other parts. Okay, we're gonna do some inking on this. We'll probably do, you know what, I'm gonna ink it. Let me see if I have white. Do I have white in here? I don't know that I do. Probably not. I probably just have regular. I should go in the other room and get white so I can show you, because I recently bought white ink and it looks really good on here. So I probably should do that. I'll have to use the brown on the snowman, but on the black parts I really should go get the white so I can show you. Hi Barb, how are you? We are making a big snowman porch leaner, and he is going to be adorable. So we're painting pieces. These are big pieces, and I will show you. Oh, I got to show you the other side of the sign that we painted. It says welcome, and I want to make sure that I do it right side up so that the top of it is the top on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do one side upside down. And then I'm also going to do the bow on it. I'm going to cut it in half and do it with Velcro. I'll show you how to do a Velcro attachment so that you can take the bow off. Okay, let me go grab that white really quickly. I'll go grab the white. Let me just dry this so it's ready when I come back. And we'll do the stripes. But I want to show you how the white ink looks on the black. It actually looks really good. I gotta do the stripes on that still. And we gotta do cheekies. Oh, I should just grab a thing to do cheekies with. I'll do that. I'll grab a little brush to do the cheeks with. So hang on 2 seconds and I'm gonna go do that. It does takes a little bit to dry sometimes. That second coat, a little bit thicker on the white. Well, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. What do you have going on tomorrow? Anything? Anybody have anything? Church, family, activity, anything? I might need a third coat of white. That is looking really transparent. The red's looking really fabulous. I don't need a second coat. But this white is looking like it needs a little bit more. It's still wet. And it's still kind of streaky. Yeah, I think I need another coat of white. We'll just put a really light coat of white when I get back. I'm going to go get the white ink. And I'm going to go get the thing for the cheeks. Sorry, I can't remember everything. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't talk about me. All right, what are you guys doing out here? What are you doing? Okay, I'm back. All right, I got my white ink. It's just an ink pad, and it's just white. And then I found this to do cheeks, a little round brush that I can do cheekies. Okay, but let's put a third coat. So a third coat of white. It's still really transparent. You made a crock pot full of beef vegetable soup today, and tomorrow you're cutting 4 dogs. Oh, oh my goodness. So how do you keep them occupied when you're cutting them? Are they really good about that? Because I used to have to take Molly over to the groomer to get her toenails done, and because she would not let us do that, so I'd have to actually take her to the groomer. When I got all the other dogs groomed, they would call and tell me the dogs are ready, and I'd say, can I bring Molly for her nails? And so they would take Molly in, and the lady would sit on the floor with her because she was so big. She was too big for her to lift, and she would do her nails. I've seen some people do things like put peanut butter on their forehead on a shower cap. I've seen that to keep the dogs occupied while they're doing their nails. I couldn't do that because I can't be around peanut butter, and my dogs can't eat peanut butter. But I thought that's really interesting because some dogs just won't have it. They're just like, I am just not going to do that. I am not complying. Not at all. Not going to comply. So none of my dogs ever wanted me to do their nails. I have to take them in because it's too much for me. And he's at it again. They're retired show dogs, and they go on your rooming table and say, oh, that's so nice. Oh, so they're used to it. All right. Well, that would explain that. If they're used to it, that's great. Stubby is just raising heck. He's just raising heck out there. He's like, he wants the bone, and his sisters are not going to give up the bones. All right, let's dry this. Let's dry, and then I'll show you the white. The white ink is going to be on the red, and on the black, and on the carrot nose. So I think, no, the carrot nose should be brown. Should have brown ink. And the snowman itself will have brown ink. So there is quite a bit to painting and detailing this, you know. It's easy, but, you know, it takes a little bit. Just like any project that is worthwhile doing, it's going to take you some time, you know. You want to make sure that it's done right and all of that. So, hey, Lori, how are you? All right. I want to make sure that dries. It is getting there. Sorry. I don't have the magic touch tonight. It's not drying as quickly as I would like it to. Everything else is dry. Okay, so maybe I can just go ahead. Your daughter-in-law just cut your pup's toenails today. Oh, that's so nice. That is nice. Okay, so I'm going to do white. I can also do some dry brushing on these. Okay, so that's another thing that I can do. I feel like that is not dry enough to do the cheeks. It's just going to smear. So let me just make sure that face is really dry before I do anything with it. Okay, let's take all these pieces off so that we can just work with these pieces. Okay, so let's take all of the pieces off. It'll be easier. I do need to do stripes on this. Okay, I know that. Let's scooch this up for just a moment. And let's move all of this stuff here. Take all of our little things. That way we just have everything off and we can work with it. It will be easier. So if you're watching out there, just say hello so I know that you're there. You'll know that you're live if you see the red live button up above. I can see that there are 26 people, 27, hey, 27 people watching on a Saturday. That's great. There's always tons of replay. You know, you guys are busy, just like me. I don't watch other people on the weekend. Sometimes I watch replays. Late at night is when I get to watch people. I don't usually get to watch anybody live. Okay, let's do all of our white. I want to show you this. I want to show you this white ink. Hi, Nyla. How are you? I can put myself in the corner now. It just wasn't working before. Not that it wasn't working. It's just there was too much. Okay, so this is a white ink pad. It actually has a little thing over the top of it to keep it from drying out. Okay, so it's just white. Just like, you know, other things are brown or black. And you're just going to do the edges. Look at this. Look at that. Will you look at that? All right, so if you want to dry brush, you can. If you want to speckle, you can. I'll probably dry brush a little bit. So I'm just going to do all of my edges. You can do a little or a lot. And I think I want to do a little bit more on that. But isn't that cool? I like the white. The white, this is from Versa Magic. Okay, I also have the little one that's like a little oval. I have some of those. I have more on their way. I have different colors of those. I wasn't sure if they were the hard ones or if they were the soft, cushiony ones, because I like to have the more cushiony ones. Okay, so there's that. Let's do all of the black, and then we'll dry brush a little bit of that. So I just get a little bit of the white on there. And then we're going to do all of the little coal. These are the coal pieces that go on this belly. Oh, Stubby, give it up. I know, I love the white too. Hi, Deb, how are you? Just got home from your vendor event and have to take the dog out. I hope your event went well. I saw your setup. It looked really nice. I love all your dragon stuff that you have. I bet people love those. And you have to find the right person, you know. It has to be somebody. I love to look at them. They're not something that I would have in my house because I don't decorate with that. But there are tons of people out there that do. Okay, oh, we have to paint the stripes still. So we'll do the stripes next on this, on the little hat band. Okay, so there's that. So all the white is done on that. Now, remember we dry brushed. That brush still has paint in it. We can do that. We can, where'd I put it? Darlene. Do you guys see it? What did I do with that brush? Oh, here it is, I think. I was like, I saw it peeking out. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of brush, a little bit. It still has some in it. It's kind of dry, okay? So, but that's okay because you don't want a lot. I just want a little bit on there. I'm just a little bit. Instead of speckling, so if you want to speckle it, you absolutely can. If you don't want to ink the edges, you can just dry brush, okay? So a little here, a little there, and we're going to do a little bit on the red. Oh, let's see. I'm looking at the red. I think it's supposed to have more detail. So there's like a little line right here, and then this goes right in here. I think. Let me look at this. Let me look how this goes. I think it goes like that. Okay, so there is like a little line. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to get my ink pad, and I'm going to do that with the ink. I'm going to do that line with the ink pad. So I'm just tapping my Q-tip on there, and then there is a little line right here, that I'm just going to kind of go along so that it gives it a little more detail and depth right there. And I'm going to do the same with this part. There's two little things here. Where does it start? Right in there. Okay, just like that. Okay, so it just gives it a little more detail. Oh, Stubby, I'm going to have to go beat him. All right, so just like that. So it just kind of gives it a little more depth, okay? And somehow I have black on there. I'm just going to see if I can put a little bit right there. Okay, how's that? So there you go. There's a little bit more depth for that. You almost sold out of everything. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. Good job. I am so happy for you. That is so cool. Okay, so let's see, what was I doing? Stripes on this. Hey, Stubby. Hey. Step. Sometimes that will stop him for a moment. I'm looking for a brush. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to find a brush that I can use that's small enough. There we go. Perfect. Okay, for the stripes. Okay, so I need to get a little bit of red right in here. And we're also going to do the cheekies, but we're not going to use red. I like to use a pink color. All right, so red for these stripes, and then we'll need to do cheekies, and then we can, I'm going to use a marker for the eyebrows. Okay, so stripies, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I needed to see, where do I start? Which one do I start with? Because it's every other one, and you want to have it look right. So usually I have to put 2 coats. When I do the stripes, I'll do the first coat really light, and then I'll go back and I'll do a second coat if I need to. Okay, so I may not need to. This is just an angle brush. So I'll go along the line. If you need to tape that off, if you need to put blue painter's tape, you can definitely do that. It is totally up to you. Whatever is easiest, guys. Make your life easy. If you need to put blue painter's tape, do that. All right. Almost there. All righty. And then right there. And then I'm just going to set it to the side. And we still have to ink the edges of the snowman. Okay, so that goes on the hat. And don't ask me why it's like that. I mean, it would seem like it should be like more even. It's not. That's just how it is. Okay, let's get some pink for the cheekies. Let's, which pink should we use? Here, Ramonko. Should we use dragon fruit? That's going to be too bright. Way too bright. But we want a good pink. We want a good pink. How's about, I think cotton candy is dark enough. Let's do that. So let's do our cotton candy for the cheekies. Now we have to have this brush in it. So guys, I'm going to actually pour some onto the brush, and then I'm going to tap it onto the thing. And I just poured it onto my finger. I totally missed the side of the brush. I can't, you know, this is my mess because I can't do a project without making a mess. I thought, well, maybe if I put it onto the little dauber thing instead of into the tray, it might work. Let me get a paper towel. That was not a good idea. Okay, so I want it to be fairly even on there. So I'm gonna brush and twirl a little bit. I don't want a ton on there. I want the cheeks to be there, but I don't want to have it be like really bright. Okay, so the cheeky here, like where this cheek thing is, and then on this other side. So I'm gonna twist and see if we can get this. Sometimes you gotta tap. Let me see if it's gonna do it. Is it gonna do it? Twist is gonna do the trick, or tap? I'm gonna tap. Okay, so we're gonna tap and try to get like a little round area. This is not the best brush. I think a sponge brush would be much better. And look at that. Look at that. My black is getting on that. Oh, I think that's where the scarf goes. Oh my goodness. It just saved me. Yep. So I'm gonna just kind of tap, tap, tap and go in a circle when I can. This is not the correct brush for this. I'm not getting the look that I was hoping for, but it will work. It's gonna be fine. I have 2 more of these. Let me just kind of go like this. I have 2 more of these to do. And I'll have to find another brush. I think I have a spongy brush that would work better. It will be fine. Okay, no one's going to notice, right? That's how it is. Let me try to get just a little bit more. See if it's going to work. Okay, all right, it's good. We're not going to worry. We're not going to stress. You guys. Okay, let me do this. Let's ink the rest of our stuff and let's give him some eyebrows. Let's use our marker. Where's my marker? Give him eyebrows. Okay, so he needs eyebrows. And there's lines there. I'm just going over the lines. Okay, so there's that. And let's dry it. We can glue on our eyeballs and everything. But we're going to dry it so we can do our ink on the white part. So let's dry. I know. There's way too many squirrels. You guys, squirrels everywhere. Everywhere, I tell you. Everywhere. Okay, let's put this on. The little tiny things, I'm just going to use glue. I'm not going to use hot glue at all. On the big things, I'll use both. I'll use regular glue and hot glue. But I think we can do okay with just using this regular glue on that. Okay, so I got my inking on that. Now we can put the face on there and, oh, let's ink our little carrot. Get our carrot inked. Cute little carrot nose. If you want to do any highlighting on that, you absolutely can. But I'm just doing it like that, just around the edges. Okay, here we go. Let's get our glue. All right. The carrot nose, I will put some hot glue on also, but these are just too small. So I'm just going to stick these straight onto there. Our little eyeballs and our mouth. There's circles that are scored onto here that you can see exactly where those go. Okay. So just like that. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll put, we're going to do a little bit of regular glue, and then we're going to put hot glue in the center so that it will stay. Okay, so I'm going to grab my hot glue gun and just plop a little bit of hot glue right in the center. So that just makes it stay right away, and it's not going to move on us. Okay, so just like that. I think I kind of want his nose a little bit off, just barely, and then press down. Okay, don't move it around, don't wiggle. It's just there. Okay, so now we need the snowflake that goes on here. Let me see which one it is. Okay, that's one of them right there. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I'll put regular glue, and then in the very center I'll put a tiny bit of hot glue just to hold it. Okay, and you don't have to have the regular glue on every single thing. Ink the other parts of the snowman. Yes, I will ink the other parts of the snowman as I get to them. This project's so big that I just want to do it one section at a time. It's such a big project. So I thought I'm going to get the face part done first, and then we'll go back and we'll do that. Okay, so there's that cute little snowflake. All right, so we have the hat band. I need to dry this. I'm not going to put a second coat. It's going to be okay. Let's dry it and we'll ink that. So I'm just kind of taking it one piece at a time as we get to it, and I'll ink it. You can ink everything at once if you want to. When we put it on the board, we'll have it all laid out. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Let's ink the edges of this. Had to charge your phone. Will the snowman be available? It sure will. Yes, the snowman will be available separately. I just need to take a picture and get it posted on there. I'll do that. It's a lot of wood. It's a full sheet of the big size of wood. So as you can imagine, that it just means the bigger it is, the more it will cost for the project. I think it's going to be about 22. $22.95 for all the pieces. I need to price it out. I mean, what's expensive for us? We try really hard to keep the prices low for you guys because I want you guys to be able to do as many projects as you can, but we do have to make some, somewhat of a profit to keep going. If I don't make any kind of a profit, then I'm in trouble. There's no reason for me to be doing this. So this project is bigger, so it will cost a little bit more. All right. Okay, I'm going to put some hot glue. I'm going to stand up for this one so I can make sure I get it nice and even. I'm going to put 4 4 drops, and then I'm going to put this right across here, just like this, right there. And then I'm just going to press down. Once I have it in place, I'm going to press down, and that hot glue is going to make it stay right away. The other glue will take about an hour to dry. Just like that. Okay, so I'm going to put hot glue on that. And then I need to get a couple of snowflakes for up on the top. So I have my other board that has snowflakes. Okay, there's that. Isn't that so cute? So that's just the face. All right, let me grab, I need a big snowflake goes here, and then a smaller size snowflake goes right here. Maybe smaller than that. Maybe even smaller than that. Maybe. Let me make sure because that goes there. Okay. No, it's going to be this one. Okay. So one here and then one there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of regular glue and then a tiny bit of hot glue. Okay. So Stubby's being so naughty tonight. He's out there barking at my neighbor dog. It's because hubby's not here. You know what? They miss him so much. They just totally miss him when he's gone. He even asked, he'll send a don't let my shimmer fall off. Thank you. That would not be fun. I've had that happen before. And then I'm scooping it up off the ground. If I can, if it doesn't have dog hair. Oh, my dogs don't shed, but you know what I mean. It would be like, I don't know what would be down there. Just stuff. Dust bunnies. Dust bunnies would be down there. Okay. So yeah, my husband will call and go, do the dogs miss me? It's so hilarious. Do the dogs miss me? Yes, honey, the dogs miss you. Okay, look at how cute that face is. That face is adorable. Let's just get this on here, and then we're going to ink the edges on all of these guys, and then we'll bring the board up, and we can glue everything on. I'm not going to ink the words, baby, it's cold outside. I think that just needs to stay. The color, the white. Oops, this is white. That's not the color, Darlene. That's not going to show up. All right, so let me go ahead and I don't need to do the top part because that is where the scarf is. So I only need to do this part right here. All right. You know, guys, I am just really, I'm struggling with the fact that it is almost Thanksgiving. Oh my goodness. And then after that, it'll be almost Christmas. How did it get here so darn fast? Okay, somebody's tricking me. Somebody is playing a trick on me. It's not really getting here that fast, is it? Oh, geez. Do you ever feel like your world is just spinning so fast that you might fall off? Sometimes, guys, I just feel like everything in life is just going so quickly that, you know, we just might fall off. Oh, let's put the heart on there first. I know that's not even possible to fall off. I know that, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, gosh, you guys, you know, the world is just, everything's just going so fast. Halloween is over, and now we're coming up on Thanksgiving. We'll be here, and then Christmas. I just don't even know what to think about that. It's just so quick, just so quick. But Yeah, I guess I'm really glad that we've been doing Christmas projects for a while now because I have a lot of Christmas projects done. Okay, so one of these goes here, one goes on here when it's together, and then one will go here. There's not a mark for it, but it does go like that. So when it's on the board, we'll put it there. Okay, so we can put these two in place. Can you see everything? You making an effort to balance life. How do you do that? Tell me how you're able to accomplish that. I'm not able to. I have not successfully done that yet. Maybe because I rush from one craft show to the next. You know, and the fact that this month I'll have 6 craft shows. 6 craft shows in a month. That's a lot. I feel like I just have so much going on in my life. I wish there was balance, but honestly, there's no balance. I am just like, there's just that squirrel out there going, you can do it. I got that squirrel going on where, okay, let me move this down. Yeah, there's no balance. 0. I do get to go do things with family. I take off time and do that. I take time to do things with my friends. But I just feel like it's not balanced enough. I'm working too much. Working way too much. So I need somebody to come in and tell me what to do. Sometimes. Actually, you know, I've always known that you should delegate the things that you can, that you don't absolutely have to have your hands on, and I try to do that more and more. Oopsie. I try to do that as much as possible to either delegate or pay somebody to do things that I can have them do for me. Like cleaning is one. I don't have to clean my house. Why would I want to do that? I can do other things. I can be making money while somebody else is cleaning my house, right? Okay, that's going to go right there. Okay, let's bring up our board and see if we can accomplish this without me having to go back around. Let me move a couple of things out of the way. Let's just move this and this out of the way. And I do have to go around and put the board. Hi, Monique. How are you? You don't overbook yourself, even with your family. Hi, Lori. How are you? Cynthia, it is a lot. You know what? I think that is just my life. I always overbook. I feel like I'm missing something if I don't have stuff going on. Okay, let me do this. Let me show you the other side. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it over here. Okay, this is this side. This is the other side. So that tells me I need to flip it around. Here's the welcome. Okay, so I want to make sure the top. So when the person buys this, they're going to get 2 for 1. So this is from Hobby Lobby. All right, so we're going to put this here, and then I'm going to put you facing me, and we're going to try to do it from the other side. I thought that I wanted to ink the edges. Let me see if I can do that. Let me put you to me. Okay, so I think I want to ink the edges, and then I'm going to lay this out from this side. Okay, so I am going to ink the edges a little bit, just to get it so it's not so bright white. So I'm just taking my ink pad and just kind of inking the edges so it's a little bit more rustic. I like the white on there, but I kind of want it to be a little more rustic. So let's get that. Okay. All right. So let's put our snowman and everything on here. Let me scooch this up, and our snowman goes at the bottom. That it's flat on the bottom. So you know that's the bottom part it's flat right there. Okay. So that's going to go right there at the bottom, and it's wider than the board. Can you see? It's wider than the board. Okay. So it is wider than the board. It just is. My board it is what it is because it is from Hobby Lobby. My problem will be that on the other side, when they have the welcome, you'll be able to see the snowman, that part, but hey, I wouldn't care if it was me. I would just love that it's double-sided. Okay, and then this is going to go here, just like that. So there's our snowman. And then this is going to be glued right here. Once we glue all this together, I'm going to come around to the other side and let's see if we can do that. My words are up. They're up there anyways. So how's that? Okay, so let's get the bottom part first. So let's get this in place first. And it has to be completely flush. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. Your medical issues help me to prioritize. That's good. You know, if you need to do that for sure. Tina says, I learned a long time ago to just let things be and enjoy the small things in life, like family and more. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, I enjoy things like that. I just have a lot of responsibility. You know, I wish that I didn't work quite as much. But I love what I do. I love being able to come on here and look, we're at an hour and 5 minutes and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that I'm on here showing you guys how to do this and it's taken us over an hour because I have that time in my day for you guys. I always make sure that I have enough time for you guys. Okay, so I probably didn't really want to go all the way to the edge because that might drip off. So I'm going to go more like this because it goes over the edge. I'll wipe a little bit of that off. Let me grab a paper towel. Always have paper towels. You're going to need them. You will need them. If you're like me, so I'm going to wipe off because it goes over the edge just a touch. Okay. Now I'm going to put hot glue and we're going to get that all the way to the bottom. So this glue will adhere to that, but the hot glue is going to hold it right away. Okay. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of hot glue in there. I want to make 4 of these. I'm going to have to get another glue stick before the next one. I want to make 4 of these for my craft show. Okay, so I want to make sure that it's all the way to the bottom. And then I'm going to press down. So I don't want it to be further down at the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to press, I'm going to hold, I'm going to pray. And that's going to hold it in place. That hot glue is going to hold it there so that it doesn't move around on you. That's your trick, okay? So use that. Do what I do. all the little tricks and stuff that I show you, use them. Okay, new glue stick. All right, so next piece, and then this gets glued in between, so it kind of just is there. So lots of regular glue. I like to use Aleene's Tacky Glue. If you have another glue that you like and it works for you, just keep using that. You do not ever have to switch to what I use. This is just what I use. You know, this is what I like. I do it for several reasons. I like it because I can move things around. It's not going to grab it and have it immediately adhere to whatever I'm putting it down on, because sometimes I need a little bit of leeway. Sometimes. Okay, and then I'm going to hold it. We're going to pray. We're praying our little snowman. I love this snowman. Okay. And then we'll put this little piece here. So flip that over, a little bit of glue, and then our hot glue in the center, and it's going to go right here, okay? And then we'll do the top part, and then we'll do our words, okay? So there's words on here at the top, and then there's a bow. So we still have a couple of steps. All right, and then flip this guy over. This is when you realize, oh, I didn't glue that on. So sometimes you look at things and go, oops, that wasn't glued on. Oh, all righty. Round and around we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. I know. I like to enjoy life. Okay, so I tell you guys that I love being able to create. I love being able to spend time with my family. I love going up to the cabin and playing with my dogs and going for a walk. And I don't like shopping, okay? I don't like shopping. I will sub out my shopping, basically. I will have somebody else do all my shopping for me. I will pay DoorDash. I will pay whoever to shop because, Amazon, because that is not something that I enjoy. And I feel like, hey, I can give somebody a job, right? I can give them a job and that I don't like to do. All right, get that in there. I'm kind of pushing it in. It goes underneath a little bit, and then drop that puppy down and then press. Okay, so that will hold it in place. And then we're going to scooch this down. We're going to do the words at the top. Okay, so let me move some of this stuff. Isn't that so cute? There is our snowman. Isn't he adorable? I think he's super cute. Now, you could do just the snowman if you wanted just the snowman. This is on a 5-foot board. The pattern is actually made for a 4-foot board, but I wanted to use what I could find. I bought this at Hobby Lobby, and I think I paid $10 because I got it at 75% off. They are $39.99, and I wasn't able to get it when they were 50% off. No, I got it. Yeah, I'm sorry. 90% off. So they went 90% off the day after Christmas. They were gone like that. Somebody must have been waiting. They just knew. They were just sitting there. Okay, so there's room right here to put a bow. You can put a bow at the top if you'd rather have the bow at the top. And then we have Baby, It's Cold Outside. Okay, so this is just going to go kind of at an angle. And there's little snowflakes that go in between. So if you wanted to do the words a different color, you can definitely do that. Okay, so you can do it whatever you want. Totally up to you. If you wanted the words to be red or wanted the words to be a light blue, totally can do that. I am just going to fit some snowflakes here and there. I have no rhyme or reason for this. I'm just doing some. Okay, bow's going to be right here. Okay, does that look good? Can you see it? Okay, snowman head needs some weight on him. I'm not sure what you mean. Snowman head needs some weight. For what? Why does he need weight? He has layers. He's not lifting. Yeah, he's not lifting at all. It probably looks like it is, but it is. No, it's completely flat onto the board. The hot glue grabbed it. Okay, so Baby, It's Cold Outside. If I were you, I'd put less of the the dry brushing. Okay, so I need to do these. I'm just gonna do a few at a time and do the same thing. Do hot glue in the center so that it just grabs it. I think that's what you mean, that it's bowing. No, it's completely flat. It might look like it from there. It is completely flat on the board. Yeah, it's not lifting. It actually isn't lifting at all. But it might look like it from the screen. Yeah, I worry about that, but that's why I put the hot glue. So I put the hot glue so that it grabs that center and it won't allow it to do that. So, okay, a little bit of hot glue in the center of each of these guys. Let me just get that off of there. There's that, and there's that. And then we'll just do a couple words at a time. So, now I have to remember which side to get this off of. It really actually doesn't matter where you put it. You can put it wherever you want to. I don't even know where I got it. Probably right there. So, okay, let's do Baby and this and It. Okay, so we'll just take a row or 2 rows at a time. So, yeah, it looks like it is, but it's the layers. I think it's the layers that you're seeing. It is completely flat on there. So, I do at times have to tape things or put a weight on top of it. So there are times when I definitely have to do that. And I'm always looking out for that because I don't want it to be bowed. I want to make sure that it's flat. I want to be able to sell this. And here in California, it's not going to be out in the weather. It's just going to be on the front porch because we're not going to get snow. Okay, so let's do this one first. Let's do this one. I probably should have just done one at a time. And honestly, it doesn't matter what angle you have it at because it's your decision. I just kind of want it to be just a little bit angled and then I'll press down. And remember, the way to get rid of those glue strings is to take your heat gun and just wave over it, and they'll just melt right up. Okay, and then let's do this. Baby, it's cold outside. My dogs are going in and out. They're probably doing zoomies out there. They're so funny. They're hilarious. Okay, put that right there. And then this little snowflake can go here. Okay, and then let's just take these two. I'll probably look at it and go, it's a little bit off. You know what? It's not going to matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. So cute. Yeah, and the angle's good. Once I stand it up and you see it, I think that you're going to like it. I think that it's going to be cute like that. My dogs, they have a love-hate relationship with the dog next door. So Marley loves the dog next door. Stubby just barks at it, just kind of like his little chicken bark. And Chloe absolutely goes insane and has the most horrible bark, like she's being killed. Like she's being killed, and I'm like, you need to stop that. That is just the rudest thing that you're doing. You're just, I always tell her, you're a Rudy Tootie. You're a Rudy Tootie, because she just barks, and it's like she is being just murdered. Okay, let's put this like right there. And then, I don't know, this probably should go over on this side. It's hard, guys. Do it if I was like facing it, that would be, I think it would be easier if I was facing it. Okay, this is the last thing, and I got to do the bow. Now the bow, I'm going to make it so the bow can be removed so that it's not permanent on there, because the other side says welcome. So when it is not winter time and you don't want this out, you can just flip it over. You can take the bow off and just have it on the welcome side. So hey, 2 for 1. So what price would you pay for this? I'm trying to decide what price I should price it. I would price them about $40, but to buy this at Hobby Lobby, if I had to pay full price for this, to buy it just at Hobby Lobby, painted just how it was before, and it's plain and it's not cute like this, it's $40. But does anybody ever pay full price at Hobby Lobby? I don't think so. I think they wait till the sale, right? I mean, I only have paid full price when I absolutely needed some beads and I was afraid that they would sell out. So I actually paid full price one time, but I needed them. I love snowmen too. The board is a 5-foot board. This is from Hobby Lobby. It is 5 feet. You know what? I think I'm going to put this right here. Now that I have it like that. Okay, so I need to put a bow. Okay, so this is my whole thing. So here's my snowman. I'm going to lift it up so you can see it. There's my snowman. I'm going to bring it back here. Okay, so there's my snowman. And then here's the rest of it. Baby, it's cold outside. At least I didn't spell it wrong. So it is probably of 50 to 75. Yeah, they don't go for that much here in California. In our area, there's a lot of competition. A porch sign goes for maybe 45 would be the most that I could charge for it. So I'm thinking probably 45 is what I'll charge. $44.95 is probably what I would charge because they just don't go for that much. There is so much competition in our area that I have to price lower or I don't sell anything. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my hot glue strings. So remember the trick, just use your heat gun and it just melts the hot glue strands away. Because some people go, oh, I hate having to pick the hot glue strands out. No, don't do that. Just use your heat gun. And they just melt, they just disappear. I don't know if I don't think I have any down here, but let's just see. Okay, all right, so let's bring up our ribbon that we're going to use on our little bell. So we have our ribbon, our bell. Can you buy the snowman separately? Yes, you'll be able to buy the snowman with the words. Is that what you mean, or just the snowman? I could do just the snowman if you want just the snowman. I could do just the snowman. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, this is what I want to do with this. I'm going to make the part that's going to Velcro. So what I have to do, guys, is I'm going to make a separate piece that's going to Velcro all the way around. So what I have to do is I need to get my scissors and some stars. See, that's when it starts getting tricky. So you either get all of it or just, yeah, if you start adding stuff like that, it makes it hard because the board fits a certain amount. And so when we have our files, we have everything on them. And so it just cuts out everything. So if we don't cut out everything that goes onto that board, then we have wasted space. So if you know what I mean. So this is going to be on the back side. So I'm folding it over. So I'm going to have a separate piece like this. So we're going to make our little piece for the bow. Okay, so that's the sizing that I need, is right there. So what I did was I folded these under, and I need my Velcro. I'm going to bring my hot glue gun up and my little hot glue gun pad. Okay, let me put you down to this right here. Okay, snowman and stars. The snowman and the stars, well, let me see if I can do that or not, because I may not be able to do that and not be wasting wood, because I would have to look at the board and see what all fits on the board. If there's a whole bunch of wasted space, it just makes it hard for us. So let me take a look at it and see what will fit on there. Okay, so I'm going to use my squeegees. Remember your squeegees when you're doing your hot glue. So I folded that over and put some hot glue in there. Okay, so it's kind of like you're hemming it in a way. I'm going to use my squeegee to push that down. Don't put your fingers on there. Okay, so basically I folded it under and made it so that it looks nice. So I'm going to do it on this side too, and then we're going to put our Velcro on there. So when we Velcro it together, we'll be able to have it look nice on that side. Okay, and then I'm going to try it again. I don't want to get this all done and have it not fit. Okay, so let's try it around the board one more time. And okay, so I use my squeegee. Okay, so now I have both ends look nice like that. And I'm going to use, I have little Velcro things here, but let's make sure it still fits. Let's just put it around here and make sure I didn't do anything weird and it doesn't fit anymore, and we get it all done and we're like, what did we do? Okay, so go around the board. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, there's my ribbon. Okay, pull it like that. And then it should overlap. Is it not overlapping? Okay, it you know what? It didn't overlap. Why not? Why not, Darlene? Okay, let me just do this. Let me just pull this out and let's redo it. I made the little thing too long. That's all. We'll fold it a little bit less, and it actually needs to be folded the other direction. So I'm just gonna fold it a little bit less. Okay, and I'm gonna hold it right here. And I'm going to do it right here, and then I'm going to put it back up. So I'm just folding a little bit less. Going to take my little Chocateur squeegee to push that down. Okay, if you want to stitch it, you can. I'm just trying to use hot glue to make it. Okay, so if you want to stitch it with your sewing machine, you can do that. Okay, all right, so here we go. That's going to overlap just a little bit. We're going to put our Velcro on there so that it holds it. Okay, so we have our little Velcro circles right here. They're going to hold it in place so that it glues together. Okay, so basically we are doing a little Velcro closure here so that we can take this off and not have it be permanent. Okay, so this is going to go on the other side. Okay, do you see what I'm doing? And then you're going to press that down. Okay, so there's your little Velcro thing, just like that. Okay, so basically you can open that up carefully and then you can close it. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do the other part. So that's going to be around this. That's going to be around that part. So this will be on the back. This part will be on the back side. Okay, we're going to do a bow and we're going to attach it to here on the front side. Okay, so let's do our bow now. Did that make sense? I hope that all made sense to you. And then we're going to also have our bell. Okay, so a lot is going to be on this. I don't know if that's actually going to be a problem, but we are just going to tie a bow with this, and we're going to tie a bow with that. So I'm not going to do a fancy bow. I'm going to just do a bow like you're tying your shoes, and then I'm going to glue it on there, and I'm going to glue one of the black and white one on top of that. Okay, let me just try to get some out. Okay, let me cut that off right there. Get this out of the way. And then I'm going to kind of fiddle with it until it's the right size because it's a little bit big. Okay. Okay, so it's going to go right on here. And the other one is going to go on there. So let's trim that down. And trim this down. Okay. So if you want to just have it be permanent, you can just glue it on there. All right. You don't have to do what I did with having one that has a closure. Okay. So I just wanted it to be able to be removed because at my craft show, someone might go, oh, how does that come off? And the next one I'll make a little bit nicer. This one might be a little bit hokey, but it's okay. People will love it still. It's handmade. I might even put something else on the back just over that little closure. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to have this right here. Okay, so it might be a lot hanging from that, but I think it's going to be super cute. I think I'll like it, and if I don't, I can always take that part off, right? So we can always change our mind. If you look at it and go, ooh, that's too much, I don't think it's going to be too much. I think it's going to be fine. If you want to put your little bell and stuff at the very top, you can definitely do that. So like I said, this is a 5-foot board. The pattern is made for a 4-foot board, and I just spread out the words. I put them so they are further out. Okay, so that's going to go right there on top of that. Okay, I'm just going to glue it. Speed Sew Glue. Okay, I'm a sewer, but I don't have my sewing machine out. so that's why, that is why I have to do it like that. Okay, so this needs to be in here also. So I need to be able to have that be right in the center. So let's fold this, let's kind of fold this in half. Figure out where's our center. There's our center right there. So that's our center. Let's kind of glue this right in here. I think we just need to glue the string. So let's glue the string, and then we're going to put the bow over the top of it. Okay, so I have it on here because this Silpat, it doesn't, it won't stick to that. Okay, so if I put this under here, right like that. Okay, I'm kind of tucking it under. Just like that. All right, get it in place, Darlene. Okay, so there's that bow on top of all of that, and the little string is right there. Okay, so I have that in place, and you can kind of pull that down if you want to. I'm going to make sure that it's nice and dry on there, or cooled, or whatever we want to call it. Okay, and then this is going to go on top, just like that. So it's layered. Does that make sense? I'm sorry I'm sideways. I'm sorry, but that is the way it is. Okay, so this goes right in here. And I'm going to move that. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm like, where do I move it to? Here's the mat. I don't like to just put it down somewhere and have glue get all over the place. Okay, so that goes right on top of that. Be really careful when you're pushing down that you don't put your finger into any of that hot glue. That will burn you, and that is not fun. So if you want to use a squeegee to press down, you absolutely can use a squeegee instead. That will take all the pressure down onto there, and you won't have the glue on your fingers. Okay, so there we go. That should stay. We'll see. We'll see if it stays or not. It might come right off. This might be too heavy. That might be too heavy for that. I'm going to kind of press it together. I'm thinking it might be too heavy, but we shall see. I honestly feel like I should just glue it on, but I want people to be able to take it off. So the other option would be to put a piece of Velcro on the back of this. That's an option. Do I have some? Probably not right here. I think I'll do that. So I will put a little piece of Velcro on the back of this bow. I'm sorry, in the back of the bell. That will hold that. Okay, does that make sense, right? I think that makes sense better to have a piece of Velcro on that also. Okay, so let's lift this up, and let me try to get the Velcro in place without having to. This is still really hot in here, guys. It's still really hot, so I'm gonna try not to touch that. I got my bow all. It's kind of fixed that. I think it's cute. I think it's gonna look good right there. And then it has wire in it, so you can kind of fluff it up. Once you get it on there, you can kind of fluff up that bow, and you can kind of move this a little bit too. Okay, so this part goes around, and I'm just gonna Velcro it together, just like that. Okay, all right. So there we go. Okay, I got it. I was trying to do it without having to turn it. Okay, all right. So I have that all done. Okay, so let me see if it's gonna stay. I don't want it to. I do not want it to go anywhere. I'm really thinking I need to put a piece of Velcro on the bell. Okay, let me just go like this. Let me put it up here. And I'm going to put you up to myself again. What do you think? What do you think with that? I like it. I like it. I like the bell and the bow. There's this little head poking out. I know you can't see the whole thing right now because it's all, there's the bottom of him. Isn't he so cute? I'll take a picture of him. I will, you have snowflakes. You don't need the stars. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, I'll see what I can do. I think this snowman with the snowflakes on him are necessary. But isn't it cute? I think it's super cute. Sorry you can't see the whole thing, but if I lay it back up here carefully, I'm not wanting to knock over stuff. I'm like trying so hard not to knock over things. My studio just is not big enough for everything. But I'll put a little piece of Velcro on the bell itself. I think that's what I need to do also to kind of help support that. And I think we'll be good. What do you think? I love it. I absolutely love him. I think he's adorable. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. That was a long one. Sorry. Tomorrow won't be quite as long. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will go and get that posted so that you can get the snowman. What I'll do is I'll do the snowman with the snowflakes that are on him, and then I'll do all of it so that you'll have two options. You'll have to get your own board, of course, because it wouldn't make sense for me to ship a board. It would cost way too much because they actually charge when it goes over 4 feet. It is like a crazy amount. So we won't do that. Let me know if you have questions about any of this. This was a lot of fun. I love this. And I'll get it so it's even. I will have to make sure it's even before I put that Velcro on the bell. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.